It's mainly like camp games,
Thought he was putting them under the grandstands on the west end. If I'm walking into the grandstand,
Worrying yourself at the building.
on the right hand, left-hand side.
Left-hand side, okay. I don't know. It's really dusty under there. That's the only problem.
Yeah, they sell tarps.
Huh?
They sell tarps. I'm just saying.
And we put it in Brandy's 16-foot trailer, and it was packed to the gills. It's a good thing Jason was the one opening the back door when we opened it. So. Is there anything else you guys? Well, that's what it is.
I think the only other thing on there was power washing and the sign in town. What about the sign in town?
The sign in town, Christy did ask me to ask the girls if they could do it, but they really don't have time to do it. Is that something we can make sure it's done, taken care of before the fair?
I asked you if the girls couldn't do it, and you said, yeah, that there was plenty of them, because you had how many interns?
And at that time, we thought we would, but it got busy.
What are you talking about, the sign in town?
Yellow.
The big yellow sign.
Changing that on a daily basis or what?
I really don't care, as long as it says something that the fair's going on, I don't care what's on it.
Well, that's what it said, was the fair.
I think
The dates were.
I was gonna say, I think that's the only thing.
See you there. But your interns put that up, so. Because I asked, I said, you guys want to change the events that's going on every day, or what?
And then the other thing was the power washing. So we did power wash the inside of 15. It looks pretty good. 14 is going to need to be done next. But we had put in a text saying, hey, Anna King's here. They were power washing for 4-H. Do you need anything done? Crickets.
Do what now?
Put a text.
Anna King's was there power washing for 4-H. Do you need anything done? They would have done it. They would have power washed.
They sent it to,
It was me and Jason and I think Greg and Sarah, Christy was in there saying, hey, do you need anything power washed? Because Anna King's would have done it because they were there doing it for 4-H.
yeah, and that was
for
sent to
nothing.
who though? I mean, for who I was
It
writing.
was all in that text.
I mean, who'd you get crickets from?
From Christy.
Oh,
When there was things I know that could have been power washed
I
at
was
the
gonna say,
fair.
cause I never got
The
it.
text I got is said that they were back there power washing, they were doing the fence and everything else back there.
Do you need anything done? I mean, because they would have done it for the 4-H for free.
Okay,
First I heard about this.
yeah.
Do what?
I hadn't heard anything about this.
Now, the one that I have is, they were back there, the Kings were back there power. You gave me a list of what everybody was doing, and that you were back, and they were going back there to pressure wash back here at the horse barn. And the fence is back there.
On your sign, is that something that like, knowing ahead of time that like, each certain day you delegate another 4-H club that you're in charge of the sign, this is what needs to be on it? Because what I'm getting at, technically you guys got the ground rented exclusively for
I'm fine. We don't need to put nothing on the sign.
for 2
I'm
weeks
good
of the
with that.
fair.
Our 4-Hers
and-
already are busy with building watches, cleaning the fairgrounds up. I mean, they
Well,
help do everything else throughout the week that they're already string short to. I mean,
But you guys got exclusive rent of the fairgrounds for 2 weeks, you know.
And that's fine.
Something that you guys, the 4-H fair is yours. I mean, I don't see where we pay our manager to put stuff on the sign. I don't know how, when you guys know everything that's going on or what you want on.
I ain't saying it needs to be changed every day, but by no means, but
But I know it did say that the fair was going on.
okay, as long as we got Ripley County Fair on there,
It was on there. It was on there.
and the dates, see you there, that should be sufficient. If you need it changed every day, I understand you guys doing it. But as far as putting the Ripley County Fair and the dates and stuff, it would be no different than KOI.
Yeah, that
coming.
was on there.
Okay, be no different than KOI coming in, that's going out and put a KOI.
I think originally
Sign.
we were told that they wanted what event was gonna be out at the grandstand every night, put on the sign.
oh, we don't, I mean, it's whatever, because it's your guys' sign, we just, whatever you guys would put on it.
So, yeah, we can.
As far as the county fair and the dates and stuff, that won't be a problem.
Yeah,
And if it becomes a problem, you got my cell phone, call me and I'll come to it.
I don't have anything
yeah,
else.
I thought it was, that something was supposed to be on the grandstands.
Well, and that's why we asked, because, that's why I said, because there are 8 in that office and 1, and I was running around trying to get everything done, so that's one thing, you know, that's their fair, they could advertise for it.
So, that's all I have.
Well, I've got another thing. I'm gonna come up here and watch it. Hi, everybody. My name is Macy Young. I'm a senior this year at Batesville High School, and I'm here with 4-H as well. And I would just like to tell you guys a little bit about what the Ripley Wranglers Horse and Pony 4-H Club has done to the fairgrounds, especially to the lights project. So, a few years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, we purchased the lights for the horse arena. And they were installed, 100% done by the 4-H. The lights have been installed, and they are a lot brighter, a lot nicer than what we had. They worked a lot better this year, so thank you for letting us put the lights in. And yeah, and Christy, did you hear anything about the lights? Have you heard?
Somebody, I'm trying to think of who it was, somebody come up to me and told me that was out there, said they wasn't as bright, that they didn't like it, and I don't remember who that was now. And I'm like, I haven't
Was that
seen
this
it,
year?
So I don't know, yeah, that was just right after the fair.
They seem brighter to me than.
They
Yeah, I
were,
wasn't back there and looked, but it was somebody with the horse that showed, I don't remember who it was, who come up and said that now.
that's odd, because they were
Well, that's what I said.
extremely
I said,
bright this
everything
year.
I've heard other than that,
I never looked at it.
and I'm trying to think who that was. And I said, well, unfortunately, I haven't got to see it yet, but I said, from what I heard, it looked great. And I'm trying to think who that was. Said there was too many shadows. I can't remember who it was now.
If they're brighter, they probably would be more
Yeah,
shadows.
for sure, yeah.
Said the corners were dark and something else, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was all I had to say was,
so.
yep, yeah.
But no, we greatly appreciate what you guys have done.
I know this ain't a 4-H meeting, but I will tell you, been to the horse and pony, or the Ripley Wranglers is here, this year during the auction, when they did the, pledge of allegiance and stuff. As far as working the auction and stuff, if next year, if you guys can line up a horse to bring a flag in, and,
I'll have to bring that up at a fair board meeting, yeah.
yeah, okay,
I'll write that down.
that'd be nice.
The shadows you see right there on the lights, is from the outside of the arena. In the arena of a night when things right in there, they're not shadows.
This was somebody that was riding in there, so, but I can't remember for the life of me who it was. That's been too long ago.
I think I probably know.
I was gonna say that was on the next day, I think.
Thanks, young lady.
Thank you.
So we're still on the fair. What I want to ask about is the meeting you had July 21st, that evening that I wasn't invited to. The park board had a meeting and Rachel was working. I just wanted to know what went on at that meeting.
I think you was invited, it was also.
No, I did not. I did not receive a text. My wife receives the same text. I did not receive a text on that. But I just want to know what it was about. I heard Christie took minutes. I didn't see they was approved here to this meeting.
We never took minutes, we went over the contract that we have to have set up with 4-H.
Yeah, I
And
think
it's
Jeff
right
was,
there in front of you, what,
yeah.
and it was the same stuff.
Yeah, if you didn't get the text, but yeah, the text was sent out, but it was all over the contract.
But I'm telling you, all our meetings supposed to be notified in the paper for 2 weeks, and, like right here,
The paper was notified and it was on my door of my office for 10 days, yes. So, and yes, you are in on this text.
no, I did not receive it.
Well, you're in on this text, it's right here.
What's the date?
What's the date of it?
July the 20th is when the meeting was.
July the 2nd,
July the what?
2nd.
2nd? Oh, I haven't gotten back that far.
July the 7th, sorry.
Oh,
July the 2nd was that, July the 7th. And it's in the group. That's why I ask if you get text, if you get emails, because you don't respond to anything.
I don't, but I did not
Well,
receive
I
a
need to
text
know
then.
if you're getting them and stuff, so I would appreciate if you would respond so that I do know. I mean,
And my next concern there is on the ice machine. The ice machine originally belonged to junior leaders. They sold ice out there with it. The county come and got ice if they needed it, stuff. And then they got to where they didn't have the stand, they didn't use it as much, it needed work on it. I was told that the farm club wanted to use it, and they said, well, if they wanted to use it, if they got it fixed, they could use it in that. So the farm club worked on it and had it repaired or whatever. So then here it come this year. Last year we had trouble, it was always locked up, and that this year, and that we checked into it about using it, and then we was told we couldn't use a machine that actually belonged to junior leaders.
No, it belongs to the farm club.
Monica,
The
would you
farm
like to
club,
build this?
when that broke, the farm club asked if they could
Repair it.
repair it, and then it become theirs.
Theirs.
And the junior leaders agreed to it. So
Okay.
that belongs to the farm club.
Okay.
That's their decision on who uses it and who don't.
Okay, well then, my thing is, why are we storing that year round if they're not gonna let people use it? Because I was told if we had somebody there to work on it, and Chris said, don't spend too much money, if it needs a new one, maybe we'll go in together and buy a new one. I don't know why we're
Still
storing it for
there. I
them.
know the farm club was gonna get it and get it out of there.
As far as I know, it's still there, but Chad said he was getting it out.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to be leaving, so.
Okay, Oh, no problem, then if it's leaving.
I mean, I am stuck, because I've got farm club saying no, and I've got,
Yeah, I was there he got wishy-washy on it, and that's fine.
And I get
That's
caught.
fine, but I just want to clear the problem up now.
But yeah, I think they're getting, well, Chad says it's barely working, so I think it's supposed to be leaving.
It's probably the same thing, that leak that it has, and it's not.
I had something I was gonna ask Monica about, and
No,
then
there's-
it slipped my mind.
no, we're tired.
Oh. We went ahead just to get everything done and everything, that's what I wanted to discuss about if the 4-H would be interested in buying two and we buy two. Because you guys
I will.
You guys are the second most user of the machine besides us, because the pantry don't use it no more, right?
Yep. Just not used it.
Being that it was week of the fair, that's what I told Andy. I said, we'll hash this out later. I said, we'll buy and get 4 tires on it and let's get rolling. It's week of the fair, and I said, we'll worry about who's doing what
I'll bring it to the board.
later on, so.
Scott has also suggested, I don't know if you want, that I make a log of the tractor when it goes out, who's using it, the hours, and everything else, so we know. Like the tractor, I don't use. I mean, I'm more comfortable in the skid loader than I am the tractor. But last year, I had over an $800 service bill, servicing it, changing the fluids and everything else for the year end on the tractor. But he said do a log, just so everybody knows, a
Yeah,
log
we're gonna start keeping track.
for that in the skid loader, so we know.
On it in the skid loader, writing the hours down and who, what
I
organization,
don't know. I seriously have no clue. I know the skid steer we use, but I don't know if we use the tractor.
so.
Both were out.
I
Both the skid loader and tractor were out, so.
And I want to thank the 4-H for, and I know it was a mess and everything, but trying to straighten the ground up and everything, that was greatly appreciated.
That would be Jeff and Andy and Henry and Arian or Nick Buchanan
And it,
and
I will have to say, I was impressed that it wasn't as bad a shape as I thought it would be.
I know, I
For
thought-
the, for the week that,
Considering the weather we had,
Yeah.
it held up a lot better.
It's solid up real quick.
after the fact and stuff, so. And I was out there yesterday for horse and pony meeting, and I kind of looked over some of those spots, and the grass is coming back pretty good.
oh yeah. So, yeah, it's just a bad deal.
It hasn't rained since Fair Week, has it?
Not here.
Much.
It rained somewhere north of us last night,
South of us it rained,
or south of us,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of the horse and pony, are they taking stalls down?
That's what we needed to talk about. Are your boys willing to do it and be paid?
I can ask them.
If you can ask them and see, and if they would take them down and pay them, the 4-H will pay them, or horse and pony?
I can ask.
Are we certifying how they're taken down? Not just blindfolded and not taking care of the penny?
But when they take them down, they pull the top pins and then just collapse and put them up against the wall so that they're not carrying, because they are so heavy, clear down to the other end
They're not portable landings.
like that. No, but they're listed as portable stalls. I mean, every one of them has a sticker on it that says portable expo stalls. Anyway. So. I can ask them and see if they're willing. And I'll let you know, and if they are, go ahead, or.
Was there a dollar amount?
600.
Oh,
600.
$600.
taken down and put up.
600, take them down, 600, put them up.
And I think we also talked about also that if they want to find a sponsor to donate the money that we would lose by not renting that building out for winter storage, then we would leave them up. You could leave them up year round, but if not, then, you know, we generate that revenue to help the facility by renting that building out for storage.
You know what we make on that then?
Hmm?
You know what we make on that?
2,500.
37.50 is what we make,
$37.50.
is what we make doing that. And if you take the 1,200 off, it's 25.50. That's what the 1,200 is what we're paying to take them down and put them up. So you're making 25.50. But, so 37.50 is the amount.
Anything else? Board members' updates and concerns.
Has Miss Lisa been contacted about her horse shows?
That's,
I have heard
That was the
nothing
first
from
thing
her.
I had
I
on
guess
my
I
list.
sent her a letter, and I have not heard anything from her, and she has had, 2, I think, in Greensburg. So,
So my recommendation is you send a certified letter she has to sign for and tell her,
I just went ahead and took her off the schedule.
okay,
I mean,
she probably needs to be notified.
yep,
Mhm.
she needs to be notified, or she has to sign for the letter that she has been removed from the schedule due to running her horse shows in another county and not upholding her contract.
You need to do that on,
Hmm?
you need to do that on a motion.
I make that a motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And the only other concern I have, you got on here, I know we're gonna talk about it, KOI. What do we got with it?
he didn't come today, tonight's meeting, he said he would come to the October one. He wants to have a show, we're having the 24th, 25th, and 26th
Of,
October. And, wants to have a thing up there like he did last year and everything else.
the way I look at it, you can notify him when he comes to the meeting, have cash.
Well, that's what he said, because I told him, I said, he goes, I'd like to just pay for this all up front.
And cash.
He goes, pay for this all up front, that way we don't have to go to
No
the
checks.
Basco
No.
that we did last year. Is Lions doing the concessions?
He has never contacted me, because he wanted me to give him an answer. And I said, you need to talk to Christie. I'm not the park manager.
Okay.
And And he moaned and groaned about our rates and everything else, and I just ignored it.
And I'll put that in a motion, that he needs to be notified. When he comes to the meeting, he needs to either bring cash or a certified cashier's check.
Motion, Rob made the motion,
A second.
Rachel second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Whoa.
Oh,
What's the fee gonna be?
We're not gonna cut him a deal.
Well, I know, I'm just saying, are you
I
gonna,
think Rob agreed on what I put in that.
are you gonna go off of what he had to pay last year? Because usually we do the pit passes. You know what I'm saying? He has
That's
to
what
pay.
you said, was it 3,000? And unlimited camping, was that what?
We collect camping.
Well, last year, his fee was $24.32, and then I collected $3.75 in camping. But I had, problems collecting camping last year because, oh, I'm not staying tonight, I'm not, and I was up there knocking on her,
Yeah, you don't need to be doing
because
that.
I went out there and stayed because they had problems with toilets clogging and everything else, because they were putting stuff down the toilets.
So what's the normal rate for him for 3 nights?
Last year, without the camping, was $24.32.
What did you have in that text? 'Cause
$3,000. But that was including us getting the camping. But if you wanna do him and not have to worry about the camping,
Would make it a heck of a lot simpler for her, she's not out there trying to collect it, wouldn't it?
yeah.
When did that, is that a text message that went out?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
What date was that?
August 14th. Well, that was part of it. The main one went out, yeah, August 14th.
August 14th.
How much did you collect off of camping last year?
$375.
$375?
So that-
Bringing the total to $2807 for the weekend.
That he paid last year?
Yes.
3,000?
That's what I
Yeah.
said. I
Just make it
went-
3,000, he takes care of the camping. You can add that to my motion, or I can make another one, I don't care.
I'm making it all, send letter to Lewis about the fee for the weekend and to bring cash to October meeting, 3,000 cash, which includes grandstands and camping.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
And if he agrees to this and he gets rained out, is there a deposit that we retain?
You guys decide. Will he rain out?
You never can tell that late in October whether it's
Does he
really.
usually rain out?
Well,
He did it for the fair, but it.
yeah, that could.
And guess what, I have to give him a deposit that he keeps,
How much was that, Monica?
$1,500 or $1,800, I think.
Then you require $1,500, he ain't getting $1,500 back if he brings out.
So we just add this to the
I'll
motion.
I'll make a motion that he needs to be notified, he has to have cash at the next meeting.
Do what,
So-
Jeff?
Sid, don't you guys keep a deposit though, just in case there's damage is done? So say the restrooms or something like that, or
Not usually.
Mm-mm.
car run to a building? I just was curious.
Total of $3,000 with $1,500 of that retained if it's a rain out.
bring cash and insurance policy?
Yes.
Deteriorating life will never
Oh my God, how embarrassing.
And then, I mean, he's gotta have insurance, that's on him whether he has EMS there or not, right?
I think
Or
it's
do we have
listed
to
on our
require
contract that he has to provide, any grandstand events like that, they have to provide EMS. It has to be,
That's on them.
yeah.
That should be on our
Well, it used-
contract. It says
It
they
used
have
to
to
be
supply.
the way the fire department was. when we
That's in the
rented.
contract that they have to provide EMS.
So we'll know the 1st of October at the next meeting if he's.
Yeah, I'll send this letter out, I mean, I'll get it typed up tomorrow and everything, get it sent to him, and let him know. So is Lions Club gonna do this?
I assume they will, don't you think, Monica?
Yeah, I don't, I mean, that late in October,
I would assume so, because we talked to him and he said, no, you don't need to do breakfast, yada, yada. And I just kind of let it go in one ear and out the other because he hadn't worked out anything with the park board. You know,
Where do you guys set up at? You do?
we'll set up underneath the 4-H shelter,
Okay.
because that way we don't have to put up a tent or anything, we just set up underneath the 4-H shelter.
under where Hopewell is or under where St. Nicholas is?
Hopewell is. That's where we set up one other time, didn't we?
You set up where St. Nick was for the
St. Nick, the last-
Midwest
Oh,
Extreme.
oh, yeah, the Moto Extreme.
Yeah.
But now, did they run a different direction?
I think
They
that-
ran the
I
whole
think
thing.
that's-
They had,
Yeah, they had like an obstacle.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we
they're
had to,
running
we had to
motocross.
set up down.
And they're not
down.
coming back this year. Since Billy died, it's just,
She can't, she's just overwhelmed with it.
they tried it last year and they couldn't.
Yeah, it's a big undertaking for,
Well, him and his son and daughter both, I mean, were trying and they just didn't have the following that he did. I mean, it was, they tried it last year and they said they cut down over half of their races
wow.
this year. Because, so, I said, I understand.
I would think we'd probably use the 4-H shelter versus St. Nicholas, depending on which way he's gonna run, because he'd run,
they have to run towards the west on truck drags. That's what he's doing, right? Truck drags? They'd have to run
Four-wheeler and truck drivers.
four-wheeler and
Unless-
truck drags, so
unless-
they'll have to run to the west. or
oh,
they'll shut
unless
down
we do,
the
unless
other
we
way.
do, one year we did it up in building, what number is that?
15.
15?
I would say do it under Hopewell stand because your bathrooms are right there and everything and they're gonna be coming.
You're about midway, right?
Yeah,
Midway.
Regardless, it's, yeah. And then you
But
come
are you,
across in the middle.
here's my thought, I mean, and not trying to be different, you're gonna have them driving four-wheelers through the fairgrounds and ripping and everything else like they did last year. 'Cause I got on several. of them.
Well, they need to be entering off the fairgrounds, don't they?
No, they'll go to the food stand or whatever.
No.
Put in the contract that they're restricted to the grandstand area.
Ripping,
I mean,
Yeah, they should only have those four-wheelers in the pit area. They shouldn't be out on the grounds.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, some of them camp back there, and that's where they
Oh,
come out and camp, but they were out in the yards. So I can add that to
so, but they need to go out that back
the game.
by St. Nicholas.
Yeah, you'd
going out
about have
back.
to put it that they could go to the camping area. So
Yeah.
like I said, once it's
Yeah.
gonna be camping.
That's what I'm saying, do you wanna set up?
Camping
the
and
same thing? I
competing,
mean,
they're gonna wanna,
I don't know.
and if you took, I mean, the last one, you took Kevin's camper and used too.
Mhm.
I do have, because that outlet was busted during the fair, that breaker, if you took that front panel, that breaker just flopped. So we put a new panel on it and we put two plug-ins on it, two 50-amp plug-ins. So there is 50-amp plug-ins there to put.
Mm. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out.
yeah, that's a
Anyway.
long ways.
Yeah.
But I'll
off
put
the
in there
pin,
that
so
four-wheelers are,
we need to move on.
Restricted from fair park grounds.
yeah. Okay. Does anybody else have anything?
Oh, the only thing I got, my address has changed if you mail anything out.
Okay,
If you want to notify the county, like in the payroll thing, it's,
yeah.
it's,
Do you want to text it to me, or?
yeah, I'll text it to you.
Okay. Is that it?
Mhm.
The only other thing I've got is the dance.
I have a question, and I don't know, I've slept since then, but did the 4-H ask for rock to be put out there by one of the, like the hog, not the hog, cattle
It was
barn area at one point?
We had said something.
stone on the
about
north side of
it
cattle barn.
On the north side of the cattle barn.
What did we do with that? Nothing?
Johnny Hilton bottle had it hauled in.
Okay, so it was done. Okay, that's all I wanted.
There was stone there, and then they used the stone that I had in my excess bay up front. I have no clue where that went. But there's
I know
a,
Johnny brought in 2 loads.
there's a little bit of stone up,
For that area then?
yeah.
Okay.
So I'll probably order another load of stone to have there to keep for what, if we need. Just, have a load brought in, when we need to scoop here or there, whatever.
Okay. I knew we were talking about that at one point, I just wanted to make, I didn't know what we said.
Johnny Hilton bottle put 2 loads in there.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
What about the Halloween dance?
Okay. If you see the Halloween dance, we're trying to get stuff up there. Friday nights, trick or treat and all good, so Saturday night, we're gonna do a dance. The Dusty Rangers are donating, volunteering their time. We asked Osgood Legion to do the beer garden, and they said they couldn't at that point in time. So we're just gonna do it BYOB, just do a cover charge. I talked to Brad Samples, our insurance covers it, it's really, something like that, he says you're fine. Do a $5 cover charge, and then we offer camping, and I've already got 4 people that have called to reserve camping for that night and stuff, so hopefully it advertises a little more what we've got up there at the fairgrounds, because I've had several people come up and say, oh, I didn't know we could camp up here, and I'm like, yeah. Water and electric at every site, it's cheaper than what state parks are, so yeah. So if you guys aren't doing anything November 1st, costumes on. Do you have any input on that?
No, I think it's a good idea.
It's trial and error, like I say, we're really at no cost, not much cost.
Don't know unless you do it.
Because, like I say, they're donating their services, the band is, because they're starting out, trying to get their name out there too, so.
What's gonna be the food available?
They're just gonna have like hot dogs or something there, you have to have something.
I didn't know if you were gonna invite food trailers.
Well, that's what we've talked about, trying to get a food trailer, but I don't know if we'll get one available. But, there'll be food, there'll be something there, just so people, are not,
Okay.
I don't know yet if I'll be at the October 1st meeting. I may have a conflict. I'm trying to get it worked out.
And the only other thing I had is the fair, my vendors were, like I say before, happy with what they had. Several of them, and a lot of them, I'd say probably 80 of them said that, they wanted to spot back for next year, so.
President, before I have a question on something that you just discussed. Why on some people are allowed to be alcohol on the grounds, but other people they can't?
Here, let me answer that for you.
We spoke at the meeting not
What's-
too long ago, there was no alcohol allowed on the grounds.
Only during the 2 weeks that the 4-H has the fair
And
running.
there's an IC code on that, right
Yep.
here in this courthouse.
Any other time it's,
Except the one meeting, the one night,
huh?
one meeting night, it said no alcohol was allowed on the grounds
No, it's only the 2 weeks of the,
Fair.
it's 4-H has the
There's a
fair.
sign right there at the front ticket booth, and there's a sign
Up there.
over by the,
Also disagreed one night because they said farm club wasn't allowed to have alcohol, these people wasn't allowed to have alcohol.
I don't ever remember anybody telling the farm club they couldn't. They've had it out there for years.
Okay.
Now, years ago, when that come into effect, the park board that was in then, they ran on that it was strict no, period. And then it was brought to their attention that it was only for the 2 weeks of the fair was what the ordinance was written for.
4-H has the grounds.
Yes, I came over here and pulled that.
Okay.
Yes, it's exactly what it is.
So, yep. I think they intended for it to be written, I think maybe, and it somehow got misworded, but that's how it ended up being, was the 2 weeks of that.
I'd have to pull it again, but I think it actually states during a 4-H event.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it ain't only 2 weeks of the fair.
During a
It's
4-H
any
event.
4-H event.
And now Purdue is loosening its reins.
Huh?
I said now Purdue is loosening its reins on that.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it still needs to read that one. I said, to me, it still needs to read that one.
So,
You got a bunch of kids around and stuff, you don't need to let people up there with alcohol.
Yeah, it's amazing that they have alcohol at the state fair, as much as they do too.
anything else? Have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion, pay bills.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anybody got anything else?
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.